Thank you to the channel members who got to see this video early. More info on how you can join later in the video. One tip you'll hear constantly when you start making content online is that you need to post to as many platforms as possible. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram,
the other one.
And some people take this advice and go all in on it, going as far as to post on a website not especially known for being safe for work. Cornhub. While it does specialize in not safe for work content, there is a growing community of creators making videos that you could watch at your desk at work, if you're brave enough to have a conversation with HR. It even has its own category on the website and their own special creator program like YouTube Partnership. So today we're going to dive into this small niche once again to see what type of entertainment we can find on there. What's poppin', Fortnite gamers? It's your boy Brandon Abstrxct. So for the unaware, this is a part 2 to a video I made a couple weeks ago about the same topic. I highly recommend that you watch the first part, but you don't really need to watch it in order to enjoy this one. This isn't a cinematic universe or the Kingdom Hearts storyline. Just like last time, I put everything into categories and it'll get crazier as we go, with the last category straight up being called Wildcard because I did not know what to categorize them as. Wildcard, bitches! And with all that out of the way, let's get into it.
I was never taught what laws there are. I was never taught what laws there are. Let me repeat, I was not taught.
So this was originally meant to be in the first video, but I cut it out for time. So let's talk about it now. Now there is some educational content that can only really exist on the hub. Like there are some pretty extensive tutorials on how to use Blender to create adult animation. And apparently some guy is sponsoring people to make these tutorials. So if you have the talent, there's money on the table, I guess.
I'm sponsoring NSFW tutorials, so if you're interested in making an NSFW or 3D tutorial, please send me a message.
But the thing that gets me is just the sheer amount of tutorials on completely normal things. I genuinely believe that you can find a tutorial for almost anything that you want on the hub based on my research. And if you don't believe me, there is a whole channel dedicated to teaching people C++ with over 50 videos. That being said, I can't attest to how good they are based on the fact that I think they're in Russian.
Давайте його так і назвемо клас. Він в нас буде приймати.
I have a bachelor's in software engineering, and this is what I chose to do with my life. There's even more software stuff on the hub, like I found this video about machine learning.
In this video, we will focus on the loss function, which is at the core of building an effective predictive model in neural networks and machine learning more broadly.
As far as I'm aware, she is an OnlyFans model, and this is one of the ways she promotes that. And honestly, I'm just glad to see some innovation in the space. You know what I like more than thirst traps? Knowledge. I also found this video called Learn How to Pen Test With Me First Stream, which I was excited for because it was their first stream and I could also brush up on my pen testing knowledge. But it's just a 2-hour video of this guy just looking at PDFs with absolutely no talking. Another big section of educational content is math. There are so many videos of people solving math problems for your enjoyment. The biggest channel I could find in this space was called Japan Math. He has over 150 videos of him just solving math problems. He speaks English in all the videos and makes sure to reiterate that his channel is called Japan Math.
How to use math to make money. Japan Math is my account.
And honestly, I just appreciate his dedication to the craft. His About Me section says that your brain works better after watching Cornhub videos. That if you watch his math class at this time, you might become good at math. Which I looked into and studies seem to suggest the opposite. That it's actually harder to learn after consuming the videos you would normally find on the hub. But his energy is just so nice that I want to believe him.
Hello, nice to meet you. Welcome to Japan Math channel.
But that's about it for educational content. All in all, if you think the price of education is too high, you might have some viable resources on the hub. Anyways, let's move on to the next category.
So shut up, come on and hear it. Get out of my way.
So just how commentary is a cornerstone of YouTube, you can find a lot of it on the hub as well. Because no matter the platform, people love to yap. And just like YouTube, there's a pretty wide range of what you can see people talk about on the hub. Like there's some pretty standard commentary on media.
It's been officially confirmed, folks, that Michael Keaton will reprise his role as Batman in this new HBO Max Batgirl film. And I definitely do not have high hopes for this one, and I'll tell you why.
This guy, however, pivoted into reacting to Rule 34 content, which is interesting to say the least.
Looks like she was probably playing Near Automata, you know, hanging around with 2B and A2 and shit. Yeah, I like this.
You can see a guy give a pseudo TED talk in his home about stuff like crunch culture and video games.
Mental, el ejercicio, la alimentación.
And as far as I can tell, this guy will give a TED talk on almost anything. Like, here's one about AI.
De un año. Bien.
I don't speak Spanish, despite how many people think I'm Hispanic in the comments, so I don't understand any of it. So I don't know exactly what he's advocating for in terms of AI. But someone who would most likely advocate for AI is the alpha male community on the hub. This video is mainly him complaining about how the word alpha male is thrown around all willy-nilly. Why did I say willy-nilly?
What's happened is the alpha male word has become a meme now. It's meme culture. And so what it does is it affects real alpha males out there. Everybody wants to call themselves an alpha male. I'm an alpha male. I'm an alpha male. Y'all betas.
He does make a point that fake alpha males are scamming people instead of teaching them how to become real alpha males.
And what this series is going to do is end all that. All them fake alpha male dudes out there just milking y'all's pockets, getting in y'all's wallets, trying to convince you that you could be an alpha male without actually having to prove that you're an alpha male.
But you know, anyone who engages with the terms alpha male and beta male unironically are actually a different type of male that they barely talk about, aka a loser. Continuing on with alpha males, I found this AI motivational video that I want to talk about real fast.
Every man faces challenges. Every man knows the taste of defeat. But it's what you do in the face of adversity that defines you. Life is a battlefield.
The main reason I'm talking about this is because there's one image in this video that is so homoerotic that it's insane.
It's about never giving up, no matter how tough things get. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Your brothers are here beside you, cheering you on.
He's gay.
On a slightly related note to alpha males, I found this channel, which is just a guy shilling his crypto coin. And I gotta say, he's not really making me believe in the future of this coin.
We're gonna take off one day. We're gonna flip American Airlines. We're gonna become a trend. When everybody's going to the store, they're gonna be putting hashtag trips. When they're on a plane going somewhere, they can do hashtag trips. Like, everybody goes on trips.
Like, the whole marketing campaign just doesn't make sense. All the videos just seem to be random.
Yeah, my head got a reflection on it. I'm bald as hell.
And he even makes the normal type of content you would expect to find on the hub while shilling his crypto coin. I really wish I could show you because there's just something insane about watching a guy crank his hog while shilling a crypto coin. Like, things are getting pumped, but it's not the coin. Because as far as I can tell, only like 3 or 4 people have actually bought this coin. Maybe he should consider moving into animation like this coin did. Another thing similar to the YouTube commentary space is the amount of people meta talking about the platform. You know how YouTube commentary channels like to talk about YouTube itself a lot? Like, I found a 40-minute video discussing the hub community.
It's really cool, actually, just straight really cool to see a community that's really just kind of helping each other out. I find myself just kind of, as you're going through the platform, you find these like almost like little gangs, you know? Like they kind of help each other out. They vote for each other.
And that's just the whole channel. It's 30-minute videos discussing topics pertaining to the hub. In fact, the main way I would describe this channel is Gooner video essays.
Because it's a very muscular butt. It's not so much that it's just as large. I think it just looks it looks great.
But yeah, that's the most interesting stuff in regards to commentary on the hub. Anyways, on to the next category.
Yes, I am a nerd, bookworm. I'm studious, from my cerebral cortex to my gluteus.
Put a finger down if you decided to record the rest of the video a couple days later and your heat decided to break, so now it feels like the ice age inside your home. So in the first video, there was a section specifically for video games, but it turns out that's just the tip of the loser iceberg on the hub, because there is so much just general nerdy stuff on here. Sure, you've seen someone opening a pack of cards before, but have you seen it with questionable ads running next to it? That's this dude's entire channel, and my favorite part is that he never puts what type of cards he's going to open in the title, so everything's just a huge surprise. There is an OnlyFans promoted with this account, but as far as I can tell, it's the normal type of content you would expect to find on there. So talk about false advertising.
What's that content?
It's trading cards!
It's a twink!
Fuck! Anyway, speaking of trading cards, you can watch full Magic the Gathering matches.
Welcome to Jade Plays Magic. Spooky season.
One thing I do appreciate is that they'll show the card on screen so you can actually follow along. Going into this, I didn't really have any real expectations of production value, so it was nice to see some effort. Trying to find high production value, safe for work content on the hub is like trying to find a Cuban person outside of Florida. You can do it, but it'd be much easier if you just went to Florida. Anyways, on the same channel, they have a D&D podcast going on called Monsters University.
So, let's get it started with a good old evil laugh. Okay.
There's 24 episodes total and they average about 2 hours each. Meaning I'm currently aware of about 48 hours of tabletop gaming content on the hub, which is way more than I would imagine to be on there. I'd like to think that someone went on the hub looking for tabletop gaming content and found this, because I imagine that has to be like hitting a nat 20 for that person. That being said, everything else on the channel is a nat 1 in terms of safe for work content. Fuck. Speaking of more nerd stuff, let's talk about anime. Personally, I think if you own anime figures, you should be erased from existence. A guy with a Naruto tattoo opinions aside, I was surprised to find AMVs on here. The thing that gets me about this channel though is that for some reason all the AMVs are set to Juice WRLD. Oh, and also they switched over into making HMVs at some point, I guess to cash in on the market. And the HMV also uses Juice WRLD music. Alright, now onto the big channel I wanted to talk about, Lego Hub. It's a whole channel dedicated to building Lego sets and just talking about Lego.
Hi guys and welcome back to Lego Hub. Today I'm gonna unbox a Skibidi Toilet.
He has over 150 videos and he is one of the first channels I've seen go all in on the hub in terms of branding. That being said, he will randomly have the normal type of upload you would expect to be on the hub, but it's still Lego themed. According to his bio, his main goal is to turn the hub into being known for Legos instead of not safe for work content, which I think is a beautiful goal. Is it possible? Probably not, but it's still a beautiful goal.
Aww. Skibidi Toilet.
Anyways, that's about it for nerd stuff. I did find some more video game content like random achievement guides, but I don't want to talk about video games anymore since I already talked about it in the first video. So if you want to hear about video game content on the hub, go watch the first part. Anyways, let's finally get into the wildcard section. Hey, real quickly, this video is brought to you by me. Believe it or not, whether I can run ads on my videos is usually up in the air to say the least. So by becoming a member, you can help me not have to worry about that. By joining the Abstrxct Army tier for $4.99, you get some cool perks. Early access to all my videos, a shout out in every video, some cool custom emojis, and a badge next to your name to prove your blood to the cause. So consider becoming a member today. Check out the link in the description for more details or hit the join button. Anyways, back to the video. Alright, so we've once again made it to the wildcard section. Just like last time, we're going to cleanse ourselves of all the energy from the previous categories. So yeah, there's this whole channel dedicated to this cat with over 180 videos, which honestly was a nice break from all the other stuff I had to watch for these videos so far. Aww. One thing I find funny is that they answer the about section like it's the cat himself answering it, including listing nail clippers as a turnoff. But anyways, welcome to the wildcard section where we can talk about the weirdest stuff I found like this. I have to assume that someone somehow out there is getting off to this, or why else would it be uploaded here? Like, there are so many videos of guys just doing completely random things. That one is over 50 minutes long. Why does it exist? I don't know, but I hope he survives the winter.
Winter is coming.
But there are some guys recording themselves with a purpose. Like this guy who uploads himself doing push-ups every day. And he seems really dedicated to it based on the fact that he's currently on day 261. And honestly, I have nothing bad to say about it. I hope he continues with it. He's the only real alpha male I've seen on the hub. The rest of them are betas.
Y'all betas.
Keeping on with fitness, there's this guy offering free martial arts lessons for those of you who are interested.
Good morning, social media. This is your boy, Happy as Healing, letting you guys know that I'm going to be conducting another live sparring lesson. And if you guys are willing to train for absolutely free.
And I would trust him to teach me martial arts personally. There is one video where you can just see his powerful energy just radiating off of him.
You should see your chest rising, y'all. Feel that energy. Haha, look at the titty bounce. You know the titties are feeling the energy.
On the opposite side of fitness, I found a person who uploads mukbangs.
Whoa, hey, let's kill this motherfucker. Go down, Pedro. We're just trying to throw some putazos.
I at least know there are some people who are into this content on the site. And I would assume the same people are into someone flashing at Panera, since that's one of the only other videos uploaded to this channel. But the real big thing I want to talk about is brain rot content. Because man, there is a whole drove of it on here for some reason. These last two channels just left me with so many questions. Like, what is the purpose of this video? And that's essentially just the whole channel. He appears to be trapped in the Shadow Realm or something. He also has a video called I Will Go Bald if this video gets 1 million likes.
None of my videos have ever gotten 1 million likes, so if this video gets 1 million likes, I will live stream myself going bald. Spread the word.
And after 1 year, it has a grand total of 2 likes. I assume there's no time limit on it, so there's still a chance to make him go bald.
Damn, I messed up. We gotta go bald.
But the biggest brain rot channel I found was called Bonkan Corno. It's over 150 videos of him just playing brain rot games.
Okay, let's go. No.
That's the whole channel, I swear to God. And it's not like the guy I talked about in the last video who slowly devolved into crazy content from his Christian roots. He's just been doing this for a majority of his run on the hub.
Dun dun sahur, dun dun sahur. Dun dun sahur, dun dun sahur, dun dun sahur. Assassino cappuccino. Fa, dun dun sahur.
But my brain has officially been rotted by all these videos, so I'm just gonna call it here.
Y'all betas.
So what did we learn today? Safe for work content on the hub is more diverse than I initially thought. I do want to say one of the reasons I think there was so many non-English videos is due to restrictions in other countries. I'm pretty sure Russian accounts are still not allowed to monetize on YouTube due to the Ukraine invasion. So I'm guessing some people switched over to the hub since they can make money on there. But on that serious note, I really got nothing else. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. Do that hype feature thing. I still don't know how it works. Become a member of the Abstrxct Army tier if you want to see videos early among all the other perks. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Thanks to the members for supporting the channel. I couldn't do it without your support.